MakingAScene.org brings you Stop Feeding the Algorithm, the indie artist content strategy that brings fans home. If the song isn't getting heard, you're told to post more. If the show isn't selling out, post more. The advice sounds simple, but it traps you in a cycle. You spend hours creating short-form videos and chasing trends, building content for platforms instead of building a music business for yourself. You might get a burst of likes, dozens of comments, or a few thousand views, but when you look at the actual balance sheet, the merch is still sitting in boxes and the venue is half empty. A view is not a fan, and a comment is not income. Struggling to convert that massive reach into a living wage is not a reflection of your music. It is the predictable result of playing an economic game designed by someone else. Social media companies operate on a very specific model. They need to maximize user screen time to harvest attention and sell advertising space. Every algorithm is tuned to keep people scrolling endlessly on their app. This diagram shows the conflict between those platforms and your career. On the left, we see the platform's goal, a closed loop keeping users trapped in the feed to generate ad revenue. On the right is your goal, a linear path pulling a fan out of that feed and into a deeper, supportive relationship. Treating these apps as the center of your career means building your house on rented land. The platform controls the reach, they own the audience data, and they can rewrite the rules overnight without asking for your input. When you upload your entire acoustic performance or a full unreleased demo straight to the timeline, you give away the deepest parts of your art. The platform gets the engagement, the data, and the ad money, while you get a digital pat on the back. You cannot build a stable, independent music career by playing a game engineered specifically to enrich tech executives. The shift requires a new architecture. Apps like TikTok and Instagram should act purely as signs on the road. Your personal website has to become the actual destination. This means you stop asking what will please the algorithm and start making door content. These are posts engineered with one specific job, to catch attention and give the right listener a clear reason to click away from the app and visit your site. The public feed gets a 20-second teaser of a rehearsal. The website gets the complete 30-minute session breakdown. The platform creates the curiosity, but your ecosystem delivers the full meal. When you take your best material and lock it behind your own doors, you remove the fan from the endless barrage of recommended videos. You bring them into a quiet, focused room where you control the relationship. Consolidating your value into an exclusive, owned space protects your fan base. When the next app update halves organic reach, your core supporters are already safely inside your ecosystem. Let's look at how this works in practice. Instead of uploading an entire live set to YouTube, you post 15 seconds of the crowd singing the loudest chorus. If they want the full board mix from that night, they have to go to your site. If you're in the studio, you post a short clip of a vocal take or an outtake where the band messes up and laughs. The finished acoustic demo and the full studio diary stay protected in your website vault. You can bridge the physical and digital worlds too. When a fan is standing at the merch table, still feeling the adrenaline of the show, a QR code that unlocks a private track captures their information exactly when they are most invested. Getting that information requires a fair trade. Asking someone to join my newsletter sounds like an invitation to get spammed. Offering a secret live recording or early access to tour tickets feels like a gift. The trade has to carry real value. By deploying these specific offers, you stop broadcasting into the void. You systematically convert passing scrollers into a database of people who have explicitly asked to hear from you. To make this system work, you have to stop looking at the numbers the platforms want you to look at. Success is no longer measured by visibility, but by viability. A funny video that gets 1 million views but fails to sell a shirt, a single concert ticket, or digital download has done nothing for your career. It created the illusion of momentum without any actual progress. This funnel shows what to track instead. Analytics reveal exactly which content pulls fans to your website to sign up or buy. This data informs your next step. If rehearsal clips drive more visits than graphics, you know what to film Wednesday. Data removes guesswork. Knowing exactly what makes your listeners move off an app is the difference between feeding an algorithm and actually managing a business. Once you hold your own database of emails, zip codes, and purchase histories, you have operational leverage. You no longer have to cross your fingers and hope the algorithm decides to show your tour announcement to the right people. You can look at your city sign-up lists and see exactly where your listeners live. You route your next club tour directly through the markets that already have proven demand, eliminating the financial risk of playing to empty rooms. The objective is clear. You extract the massive reach of public platforms for discovery, and you funnel that attention into a resilient, self-sustaining community that no algorithm update can ever take away from you. Make sure you check out the other great articles and resources on makingascene.org, the place the indie artist goes to build the new music industry. Content should never be the final destination. It is the invitation. Use the platforms to open the door, but do not leave your listeners standing outside on rented land. Bring them home.